Law enforcement officers know there's a possibility of life-threatening situations. The Longview Police Department has a new training tool that will help officers prepare for the moment every officer hopes they will never encounter. KLTV 7's Jamey Boyum explains.
Don't shoot, please.
It's called Recon 180, made by TI Training out of Colorado. Longview Police Lieutenant Ryan Rockett says with the 3 screens, it puts the trainee right in the scene.
It's an incredible system. It gives us tons of capabilities to train our officers who have been here for a while, as well as our new trainees in the academy through the field training process, in-house training. There's tons of opportunities.
He says there are over 340 single-screen scenarios.
And then there's about 150-ish that are 3 screens. So it's just about 180-degree perspective. It's a lot more immersive using the three screen system.
Trainees move down the hallways for an encounter with an active shooter or confront an agitated citizen and verbally defuse a situation. Scenarios include
burglaries, robberies, thefts, domestic problems, unknown problems, just anything that you could typically run across in a patrol function. They've got a scenario for it.
And that includes using a taser or pepper spray. It also records the interaction.
You can play back the shot placements or the taser probe placements.
LPD Detective Danny Eisenhood is using the simulator for the first time.
It was definitely more interactive than I thought it would be. Just all the different things the capabilities it has was surprising to me.
Lieutenant Rockett says the simulator can help officers make the right choices.
And if the officers are able to talk their way through a situation, they can select a different ending that doesn't require the use of any force at all.
Jamey Boyum, KLTV 7 News.
And they will continue to update that software with new scenarios. That simulator came at a cost of about $98,000.